So if we take a look, for instance, at how cells age, okay, it's really a dynamic and continuous process taking place in both your stem cells and your body cells. And this happens from healthy to aging, okay? So let's go over here for a minute. This represents our stem cells and our body cells. And basically, our goal is to maintain the optimal number of healthy stem cells and body cells. But as we age, the body then suffers damage from those four main processes, the environment, and it's mainly the damage to the DNA. Will cause that cell to stop dividing initially and go to a state called quiescence. It's not dividing, it's not making copies of itself, but it's using up your nutrition. If that damage continues, then what happens, the cell goes into what we call early senescence. Now it's not dividing, and it's not really helping our body cells repair, but what it is starting to do is produce these negative compounds that actually cause these healthy cells to start to age quicker. Here's the good news. With the right interaction or intervention, supplements, medical compounds, you can actually reboot these cells that are in quiescence back into normal cells where they start dividing again, stop making these negative compounds, and actually become repair cells again. If it doesn't happen, you go into late senescence, and in late senescence, the cells cannot be rebooted to be functional again. Not only are that, then they start producing a large amount of things called inflammatory growth factor cytokines. Well, what do those things do is they are able to be controlled if our cells are not too damaged by a process called apoptosis, or house cleaning. We have a genetic program that seeks out cells that are senescent and removes them. Unfortunately, as we get older, that program gets damaged too, so we're able to not get rid of these cells as efficiently as we could, and we start to accumulate those cells. If this program is damaged, then we end up with the inevitable process that virtually is appearing now more and more throughout the world. We end up with cancer. And cancer is nothing more than severely damaged senescent cells. You die from cancer because cancer cells are metabolically so active, they use all the nutrients in your body to basically keep them growing, and you die of malnutrition. Your immune system falters and other things. So what can we do? So where do we want to really focus? 90% of today's research is focusing on curing cancer, when it really should be focusing on preventing cancer and keeping your cells healthy, so you not only decrease your incidence of cancer, but you experience a much more productive and healthy quality lifestyle. So our focus is here, 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 and I'll show you the compounds we actually have been developing for 10 years actually induce removal of senescent cells without having to be prescription items.